Reactive training systems.
So we got another question recently about how to handle various unforeseen circumstances in the context of emerging strategies. What do you do if you've got a lifter who gets hurt, gets sick, has some stuff come up at work and they miss some workouts or something along those lines? As with everything, it's case by case. And it depends on how much time you've got and how precise you need to be. The number one A+ answer is, if you wanted to be as perfect as possible. Anytime something like that came up that pushed you outside of your normal bounds, you would do a washout and start the block over. Now that's not always realistic, and I'm not sure that that's even the best answer, from a pragmatic standpoint. Now, before I move on from that, I should say what I mean by doing a washout and starting the block over. I'm assuming that we're all on the same page as far as what washouts and pivots and things like that are. And when I say start the block over, I don't mean that exact block. I mean start a new development cycle. Depending on how far you got in it and how used up you feel that those stimuli are, you may have to change the entire thing, maybe only parts of it. It's really up to you and your judgment at that point. Now, if you're in a situation where it only, you only missed a workout, then you can probably just slide things back a day or a couple days and be fine. Because the important thing is your number of exposures. Now, of course, if your number of exposures gets thrown off completely, or your stress recovery response gets thrown off completely, that number of exposures isn't going to hold true for you anymore. But if it's, if you got sick and you took 2 days off and you're feeling better, you can probably come back from that. And I've even had lifters in a more practical sense. Maybe we're peaking for something. There's not enough time to do a full washout and re-peak them. So you just keep it going. And it's less than ideal. It's less than picture perfect. But hey, that's life. That sometimes you've got to do the best with the resources that you have available. And if an athlete gets sick, an athlete can't train, that's always going to be less than perfect. So you just kind of have to roll with those punches. So that's what I would say. If you've got anything like that comes up, you've got to figure out what makes the most sense in the context of what it is that you're doing.
Reactive training systems.